question is, from a professional wrestler's point of view, I am a professional wrestler, have been for 12 years. Is professional wrestling fake? The answer is yes. Professional wrestling is fake. Okay. Now, that was for the clickbait right there. Professional wrestling is fake. Now, when I first started wrestling, I already didn't like that word before I got trained. After going through the training, suffering my first concussion in training camp, because we got to remember that ring is a little bit of mats and then wood.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of like a tramp. I used to hear, isn't it like landing on a trampoline? Yeah. You can go get fucked right now. I'll tell you that. So really thin mat, wood. Training, sliced bread, land on my forehead, knock me right out. Pretty entertaining if you watch the video, because I keep trying to wrestle Lance. I was wrestling Lance at the time. I keep there's no one. It's just the boys watching, right? I'm trying to like pick him up and I just leave him, and it was pretty fucking entertaining. I went to the top rope, tried to do a swanton, knees buckled, almost landed on Lance Storm's surgically repaired knees, which was, if you watch the video, is pretty fucking close. So yeah, it used to piss me off when I first started, and people would ask, "Oh, isn't wrestling fake?" And then I would try to go back and forth. And this is probably the biggest reason why it used to piss me off, and it's still valid today, even though the word doesn't anger me anymore. So the people that call professional wrestling fake, this is the reason why they say it, I believe, and what they're trying to get at. They're trying to say, because wrestling is planned and choreographed, and because we're helping each other out, that like, but those same people always say, we know that it requires athleticism, and we know that every once in a while things don't go perfectly and you get hurt. So people think that pro wrestling is like, you do these things and nothing hurts, and every once in a while you do something a little bit off and then it can hurt. It's pretty much the opposite of that. Pretty much everything you do is going to have some sort of pain involved, and it hurts to some degree. And then every once in a while you'll do a big spot or a big bump that is perfect timing and it's like pretty good. Like, obviously, like, it still sucks, but you get like a callus. That's what Storm used to call it, the callus of bumping. And it's not a literal callus, but you do the bumps enough that you're just over it, right? Like, you just don't even register the bump as pain or anything. So sometimes you can bump perfectly and you're like, oh, that was actually pretty good. But pretty much everything hurts. Especially for guys like me that are under the umbrella of like snug, or like I hit hard, right? Snug is like, I'm still hitting to safe areas, but I fucking lay it in. So that
no. I've heard from many guys you're stiff.
The fake wrestling.
Yep.
I get so for the last like 5 years, it's just like the fake wrestling. And the funny thing is, now that I call it fake, 9 times out of 10, somebody defends it to me. Like, I'll say like, oh, the fake wrestling, like, oh, I see. Yeah, but you, I mean, you guys still like, you get hurt and like, you know, and they get like, so it's pretty funny.
So would you say that the reason you say yes now is to stop a lot of other misconceptions of what it is? You just kind of shut them down right away?
Yeah. And I think the other thing too is I've grown out of like being stuck on labels, right? When you call wrestling fake, sure, wrestling is fake in this fact that if it's a simulated fight, it's not a real fight, it's a fake fight. That being said, there's a lot of other nuances in there with it being fake, right? We're beating the shit out of each other. And the really good matches you see on the indies, a Kyle Sebastian versus Colin Cutler, Adam Ryder versus Kyle Sebastian, or Matt Ecstatic, all us guys, Camaro Cope versus anyone, any of my students versus anyone. All of us that understand that our job in that 10 minutes, because everybody knows it's fake, because it's the internet, right?
Yep.
And interesting enough, even though everybody knows it's fake, we've all accepted it, and wrestling is in a fucking boom right now.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of affected wrestling when it all came out, and the internet kind of ruined it for everybody. And also at the same time, WCW got absorbed, right? But everyone knows it's fake, and we're over the fact that it's fake. And now wrestling's on a boom. But the other part of wrestling being fake is because it's a show and it's not real. You have this artistic freedom.
Yeah.
So this is the art of professional wrestling.